Welcome to The Explainer. This week, we're diving into something big happening in professional golf. And you know what? It's not all happening out on the course. We're talking about a quiet conflict, a power struggle playing out in boardrooms and on social media. And yeah, the whole future of the sport is kind of hanging in the balance. So you might think the golf season's winding down, right? Kind of the off season? Well, not so fast. This past week has been anything but quiet. We've seen some huge wins, some serious money changing hands, and a lot of chess moves being made, all setting the stage for a really dramatic 2024. Let's get into it. All right, so here's what we've got on tap. We'll kick things off with what happened on the course. Then we'll get into the real juicy stuff, the LIV versus OWGR workaround. After that, we'll talk money and some big moves, and finally, we'll look at what's coming up next. Okay, let's start with the action. We've got two big tournament victories to talk about, and believe me, they have very different implications for the world of golf. Okay, so here's a quick look at our headline winners. On the one hand, you've got Miyu Yamashita grabbing a fantastic, hard-fought win on the LPGA Tour. But then you've got McKibbin winning on the Asian Tour. And that one, oh boy, that win sends some serious ripples through the golf world. So over in Malaysia, Miyu Yamashita just showed some incredible grit. I mean, a three-way playoff, that is so much pressure. But she held it together, sank some amazing putts, and walked away with the win. Just fantastic stuff to watch. And then you have McKibbin. He's a live golf guy, and he goes out and shoots a blistering 65 to win the Hong Kong Open. Now, this wasn't just a great round of golf. No, this was a statement. It was a strategic move in this whole chess match for getting into the majors. And that win, it perfectly sets up our next topic, the LIV OWGR workaround. This is all about finding a new path to the majors, and it is a huge deal right now. Okay, so before we go any further, let's make sure we're all on the same page about the OWGR. That's the official World Golf Ranking. Basically, it's the system that decides who gets into the four majors. Think of it like the gatekeeper. No points, no entry. It's as simple as that. This is where it gets really clever. McKibbin's win just laid out a roadmap, a three-step workaround for live players. Check this out. 1. You go play on the Asian Tour. 2. You win a specific event like the Hong Kong Open. And 3, bam, you get automatic spots in the Masters and the Open Championship. You completely sidestep the OWGR system. This is an absolute game changer. So you can imagine, this whole workaround thing has just thrown gasoline on the fire. You've got the OWGR folks saying, hey, we're just protecting the integrity of our system. But then you've got the LIV side saying, come on, this is a biased system you're using to keep our top players out. It's a massive, massive debate. And here's the kicker. Those merger talks between the PGA Tour and LIV, they're totally stalled. So as long as that's the case, these kinds of workarounds aren't just clever tricks. They are absolutely essential for LIV players and for the league's entire future. Okay, let's zoom out a bit, because this whole thing isn't just about rankings. It's about money, it's about media, and it's about who's going to shape the future of golf. We saw some really smart business plays this week. Take the PGA Tour. They teamed up with Good Golf, which, if you don't know, is this huge YouTube golf brand. It's a super savvy move to grab the attention of younger fans, you know, the exact same audience that LIV has been going after so hard. Now, shifting gears from all the business stuff, let's talk about the players themselves. And over on the women's side of the game, we got some pretty big news. The Ladies European Tour is saying goodbye to a real fan favorite. Yeah, Johanna Gustafsson is hanging up her clubs, and what's wild is that just last year, her fellow players voted her the Player of the Year. That tells you everything you need to know about how respected she was. A huge loss for the LET, for sure. And then, back to the drama. LIV just opened its transfer window. Think of it like free agency in other sports, and the rumor mill is already buzzing. We're hearing that 2 recent PGA Tour winners might be about to jump ship. If that's true, wow, that would be a massive win for LIV. So, with all of this chaos in the background, what's next? Well, the show goes on, right? The tournaments just keep on coming. So this week, all eyes are on the PGA Tour down in Cabo San Lucas. It's the Worldwide Technology Championship. You've got a big purse, over $6 million, and a full field of players. It's going to be really interesting to see the vibe down there with everything that's been going on. And really, that just sums up where we are in pro golf right now. You've got these new pathways to the majors popping up. The big merger talks are still stuck in neutral. Which leaves us with this huge question. Is this what golf is now? This sort of divided landscape? Is this the new normal? I guess we'll just have to wait and see.